So, you guys are probably wondering, at least the people who watch me, because this is kind of pop culture. I've talked about the that Jaguar ad and how freaking stupid that thing was. So it's pop culture mixed with politics, and that's kind of my area now. So I'm sure everyone who watches me are like wondering, you're just sitting here wondering, hey John, when are you gonna tear into this? Well, I'm gonna treat this topic like is Sydney Sweeney's asshole. I'm gonna just fucking right into that thing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get those comments of like, John, I was drinking when you said that. You're welcome. Anyway, so these people here are, it's not just here's just a few examples. People, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, right? Gamer magazines, gaming journalists, uh, going on talking about, oh my God, Sydney Sweeney's a racist and American Eagle is racist and Nazi propaganda. So we have this tweet right here. Anyone saying that Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad isn't disturbing is just outing themselves. American Eagle Outfitters is out here pushing Nazi propaganda for the superior Aryan race. Did y'all forget history class or something? So it's ironic that they talk about that because clearly they don't know that Hitler didn't just go to bed one day, wake up, and think, oh, gee, blonde hair, blue eyes. No, European their beauty standards have always been seen as blonde hair, blue eyes. That has always been a predominantly desirable beauty standard because it's seen as like perfection, as if these people were sculpted by the gods themselves. You see it in other media. Doesn't matter from what culture or whatever. Think, oh, I don't know, Goku. Back then when he turns into a Super Saiyan, this is at the time his perfect form. This is the pinnacle of a Saiyan's biology. And what does he have? Blonde hair and blue eyes. It is a beauty standard. It is seen as an idea of perfection. That's all it is. But of course, ignorant people on the left who have actually never read anything in a history book, the same people who will look at these and think that all these groups of people are just fucking Nazi sympathizers, despite the fact that these swastikas have been around for centuries. They clearly don't know that the blonde hair, blue eyes has always been seen as a desirable trait in Europe and just women in general. So we've got Sydney Sweeney right here, blonde hair, blue eyes, and that nice pair of jeans. I'm really not a big with the almost. They're not bell bottoms, but for someone who's thin like her, you can see how much space is between. Like you got to see her side of her foot right there, and how much space is between. Not my thing. I prefer something that's a little closer. I mean, not tight, not like fucking like skater jeans that all the dudes are wearing now, but not like freaking bell bottoms. Just that perfect little in between, just a regular pair of jeans. But it's a nice pair of jeans. Got great jeans. In the advert, she talks about jeans, about passing jeans down from one person to another, and somehow this is Nazi propaganda. When once again these college-educated individuals would know that we've been looking for good genes since before we discovered fire. Because men have always sought women who can carry a child for them to help carry on their bloodline, and women have always wanted to mate with those men who can produce strong offspring. It has nothing to do with Nazis. This is how cultures have been since the beginning of time, whether they were cultures where the people were black, white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. People in these cultures wanted strong offspring. And what determines strong offspring? Your genes. If we didn't have genes, we'd be primordial ooze still. but it's genes. Genes that determine everything, from whether or not you can grow your hair out like this, or unfortunately needing glasses. I mean, I ate a shitload of carrots when I was a kid because, oh, eat your carrots, kids. Yeah, you won't need glasses because you're. Yeah, you fucking lie to me, you fucking dick. But genes, your genetics also determines whether you have something like asthma. Genes determines your height. I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4". Some people are less than that. So genes determine everything. And people have wanted to create strong genetics since the beginning. It has nothing to do with racist Nazi propaganda. Again, these people will look at these and think that these are Nazi sympathizers. Because they're fucking retarded. So you have them, you have this shit, you have,
Don't forget to boycott American Eagle for their racist shit online, talking about blue jeans and white people. Boycott American Eagle. Boycott the shit out of them. Boycott American Eagle. Do not buy them. And cancel this person, Miss Sweeney. Cancel for her being racist.
So with no evidence or anything, because this chick decided to be in an ad, without any evidence, they call her racist. But this is the side of love, tolerance, and college-educated individuals. So we have that. You have this person.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda. Should we be?
No, it's not, you dumb fucking cunt. Even in other countries, blonde hair and blue eyes it's seen as a desirable trait. I don't know what's so fucking hard to understand about this. It has nothing to do with Nazi propaganda. And again, while she flashes her liberal arts degree in your face and treats you like you're the moron, she clearly has no idea what she's talking about. And this is why she's miserable. She sees everything as racist, sexist, or whatever. She's exactly the kind of person you'd think would be upset about this sad. But quite frankly, people are just tired of the bullcrap because for fucking 4 years, this is what they were trying to tell us was this is Victoria's Secret. Now think of like to the 90s and the 2000s, the Victoria's Secret ads. Beautiful women. Beautiful women. And then we get to this and we got fucking chicks with dicks. We got fucking Spock. What's Spock doing here? It just seemed logical. We've got people who are overweight, which it's not healthy. And I know people are like, oh, you're fat. No, I'm not, actually not. A person 6'4" should be like 210 pounds. I may be like 260 or so. Yeah, a little extra pudge, but I'm not like freaking Boogie or something that people think I'm like overweight and barely able to. No, that's me. As you can see, not that big. This is considered beauty 4 years ago. You have this. They're like, oh my god, fat is beautiful. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I keep losing weight because I am constantly walking around because I don't like being this size. It's not fat, but I know I could afford to lose a few pounds. So it's like 100 degrees out. I'm fucking walking around. I'm walking around all the fucking time. And every time someone sees me, they're like, you look way thinner than you did when I saw you last. Because I am constantly walking around. Constantly up and down, moving around. I'm over taking care of June, who is the elderly woman I take care of. And I'm constantly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. because, you know, she's 86 years old with dementia, and you can't leave her sitting there for too long. So I'm back and forth, back and forth. I'm doing things around the house for them, heavy lifting, because I'm 6'4", and they don't know anyone else who can do it. So this is not beautiful. This is not healthy. Look at that short span of time, like the 4 years. You see all these influencers who sit there and try to say, oh, body positivity and fat is healthy, and then they start dropping like flies because of heart attacks. Fat is not healthy, no matter what your liberal arts teacher tells you or with the media, or it's not healthy. It's okay to love yourself, but you shouldn't let yourself get to a point where you're risking a heart attack at pretty much every step you take. So, you know, people were tired of that, and now that we have a beautiful woman, they're completely losing it. She's a biological woman. She's not fat. She's not a fucking dude. She's a beautiful biological woman, and the left cannot stand it. So of course they're gonna call this shit Nazi propaganda, because they are, despite the fact that they say they're college educated, are the most ignorant and uneducated cunts you can come across. Everything to them is Nazi propaganda. It's all racist. Even the people on their own side who disagree with them are being called Nazis, which means they don't even know what the word means. It's a meme for a reason. The everyone I disagree with is Hitler, or everyone I disagree with is a Nazi, because they truly don't know what a Nazi is. Again, people on their own side call out their crap and like, oh, you're just a Nazi. And they're like, are you stupid? Like, I can see why so many people are going to the right, because you guys are stupid. Like, I am on your side. I agree with everything. I'm saying you guys are losing it for nothing, and you're calling me a Nazi. Are you stupid? Can we pick apart your brain? Like, I'm just curious about why you think this. Like, like it's insane. The way you interpret Nazi Germany from this shows how delusional you are. Go fuck yourself. I just learned today that Nazi uniforms were all made out of denim. Shame on you, American Eagle. You know what? You know what else Nazis did? While they made their out of denim, they also breathed air. Oh man, looks like all you leftists are fucking Nazis then. Time to go punch some Nazis. Found one. But this is what they're getting mad about, and we got Brooke Shields back in the 80s when she did it, because it's not the first time that, and this was Calvin Klein. Damn you, Calvin Klein. This was back in the 80s. So jean commercials they've always found a reason to put in the jeans and jeans. Because it's just an easy play on words, while also trying to tell them, that about the jeans that they're wearing, but also jeans, good strong jeans, passed down, and also in a way to, hey, when you have good jeans, you pass them down, like hand-me-down clothes. Think about when you were a kid and you were wearing clothes that you're like, oh, well, I had those kids when I was those clothes when I was your age, and now I'm passing them down to you. So, like, a pair of jeans that you can wear, and then when you have a kid, you can pass it down to them. So it's a play on words, but also, meaning jeans, strong jeans that pass down from, parent to child, and then from their child to their child, but also a pair of jeans they're great jeans to where they can be passed down from parent to child. I mean, I don't know what's so hard to comprehend about this. I really don't. But everything to these people is fucking Nazi propaganda. Everything. Again, biological female. They are completely just losing it because the person they chose didn't look like this, didn't look like this, wasn't a chick with a dick, wasn't whatever the fuck this was, wasn't this. No, instead, it was a beautiful blonde hair, blue-eyed woman. Biological woman. And 4 years ago, if people said something about this, the left would have said, oh, well, you better take that back because you wouldn't want to be seen as a Nazi, would you? And then people would be like, oh, God, I'm sorry, I don't want to be seen as a Nazi. Nowadays, it's, oh, well, you don't want to be seen as a Nazi, do you? And people are like, Heil fucking Hitler, bitch. You know? People are just so done with it. Like, there's that meme going around of, you know, how Hitler did nothing wrong. Or how they'll say something, you know, there's another person in history who did things that people didn't agree with who ended up being right. Obviously, I don't agree with it. But I'm just saying the meme that they've been going around with, especially lately, within the last, I think maybe couple months or something, you've seen that Hitler meme pop up. But, they, again, they college educated. But I hope Sydney Sweeney just kind of goes through it and doesn't apologize. Like, oh, I'm so sorry for appearing in. We didn't mean for it. No, just anyone asks you about it and calls you a racist, you just say, "Fuck you, fuck you." And if they want to boycott, let them boycott. Because the left is terrible at boycotting. When the left boycotts, whatever they're boycotting gets more popular. When the right boycotts something, whatever they're boycotting loses money. So American Eagle Outfitters is about to get more customers. Think about it with, you know, back in the day with a couple years ago with Goya. You know, with Goya beans and all that. Nope, they were flying off the shelves. All Goya products were flying off the shelves. They try to do it with games. If you remember with Hogwarts Legacy, the game got more popular. But then when the right boycotts something like Target or, you know, Bud Light or something, their stock prices just drop. So left, go ahead, do your thing. Make Sydney Sweeney more popular. Make her more fucking popular. Your boycotting will do nothing except give her more attention and give American Eagle Outfitters more money. Just do what you're best at, failing at boycotting. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.